I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like...
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested reading regarding Gypsy Rose Blanchard in light of her being released from prison for the murder of her mother, Dee Blanchard, who apparently had Munchausen by proxy. Some people feel as if Gypsy deserved more time. She only served 8 years of a 10-year sentence. The male that she was seeing at the time and planned the murders with, he got life in prison without the possibility of parole. Some people think it's unfair and unjust that Gypsy manipulated him, etc., and that she was the real villain and it's a learned behavior. So we're going to look into it and see how much of a part Gypsy really played in the murder of her mother, and see what the cards say in regards to if Gypsy Rose deserved more time in prison, if she deserved to have life in prison as well. Did Nick deserve it? So we're going to look into it. Let's get it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, please join me. Write me in the white light. Keep me safe from anything negative or anything that wish me harm. Spirit guides, can you please show me this tarot? Did Gypsy Rose Blanchard play more of a part in the murder of her mother, Dee Blanchard? Was she more involved than previously led to believe? So we have the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Did Gypsy Rose Blanchard deserve more time in prison? Was her sentencing and Nick's sentencing fair? Did Nick deserve to get life in prison? Did she deserve it? Her and him. Space this out a little. So we have the Chariot, the High Priestess in reverse. This is for Gypsy and if she deserved the sentence she got. This is for Nick and if he deserved his. And on the bottom is the Page of Cups. So I'm going to take a few moments to take all this in, then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about it. Okay, so the first thing that I want to speak on regarding the energy that I am tapped into, it feels as if this incident or this situation that occurred, the abuse, neglect, all of those things, the dynamics, the family dynamics is very much ingrained and generational, and has gone on for quite some time. There's almost like a different kind of mindset that her whole entire family, it feels to me, has. It's very much so a mental, mentally using your mental, your wits, your charm, your intelligence in order to manipulate and influence people, to play on their emotions, their sympathy, in order to gain the things that you want. You can have what you want, and people will give you what you want, as long as you have the ability to play on people's sympathy. And that is something that Gypsy, in my opinion, her energy now is no different. And I say this with all due respect. This is, everything's alleged. You know, she was convicted. She was involved in planning. This is, I see this here. You know, she wanted to be able to, and I want to say independent from her mother, like separated from her mother and leave the past behind her and move on and, you know, adapt and adjust and, you know, all that, all those dynamics. But the thing is, she is a codependent individual, so it was never going to be a situation where she did not have someone supporting and taking care of her specifically. So, with the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, it it shows that there was somewhat of, there was some dynamic between her and her mother, that isn't being portrayed correctly. So I don't know that some of what has been stated regarding the mother-daughter Munchausen by proxy, like that type of abuse, I don't know so much that that was all the way true. Like everything that was stated was the truth of the matter. I feel that there was money to be gained for Gypsy. Gypsy's motivation was money, fame, um, the spotlight. And as you can see, the moment she got out of jail, she has been in the spotlight, soaking up the sun, thinks she's a celebrity almost, and is enjoying and eating up every minute of it. Proud, happy. There has been no, the only thing that she has learned and added to her tool belt is other ways to manipulate people. And, you know, I could be wrong, but tapping into her energy, it's very selfish. I don't know, was there like there might have been an inheritance that she was gonna get or has gotten regarding her mom's death. I don't know how it goes if you are participating, because she wasn't actually, I don't know. But there was some money to be gained, and that her true motivation for wanting to escape was to have more control and the ability to act on some of these fantasies, these stories, in a more consistent basis without her mother nagging on her or whatever the case may be there. I do believe that she did suffer trauma, but I want to preface this by saying that makes it even worse for me. For if Dee Dee's mom, I mean, if her mother suffered trauma, the fact that she inflicted it on her daughter, and her daughter is choosing, instead of being an advocate and doing something to help benefit other children that are in that position or will be in the future, I think that that is very, that is one of the most evil things to me. I feel that someone who is abused and has the capacity to then abuse someone else is the worst kind of evil to me. If you've had that done to you, you know how it feels and you know what it does to a person, and you still have the ability to do it to someone else, you are the worst kind of evil to me. Period. So Gypsy wasn't the, in my opinion, the weak, feeble mind, never learned nothing, didn't know nothing, just been manipulated. No, that's not what this is here. And that's not what this is here either, by the way. So these two cards are what I got regarding if Gypsy's sentence was, fair. Did she deserve more time in prison? Was justice served in her case? And it was not. So there's the thing. The Chariot, it moves things along. The Chariot, it moves things along fast, fast, with speed, with the quickness, trying to hurry up, play on those cancering the cups here, the emotions, paint a picture of a victim, but quickly, with not much interaction with the high priestess in the reverse, so that the true nature, because here's the thing that the lawyers knew and anybody who knew, too much time with Gypsy or too much time around Gypsy, you see the truth of who she is. But blocking so much interaction with her and talking and looking into and seeing the true motivation and the true intentions and the truth of the situation. She was the sole catalyst, planner. It was all her. She riled him up with some emotional, like, I don't know what she did. Maybe the page, so we have two pages here, so maybe a kid, pregnancy, saying that her life was in danger, making him feel like he needed to come protect and guard her because she was being, like, physically, like, her life was immediately in danger. Something of that nature. Because this other person involved, she, like, it's like, it's weird. It's kind of weird. But there's, what is that energy? Interesting. So there's a possibility, in my opinion, had to adapt and change because he wasn't able to go through. Okay. I don't think he took her life. I think Gypsy took her mom's life. He didn't kill her. He couldn't do it. Wow. Well, it's not necessarily that he couldn't do it. He didn't do it right. He didn't know what he was doing. He wasn't. This is not like, this was like a play, a chew toy for her. Like, this is some intellectual, like, some mind fuck type shit. Is the best way to describe it. It's like she had to take control and take the reins. And adapt to the situation because he wasn't able to follow through and finish the job. Huh. And that's funny because I remember I just saw this like preview of something where she was like, I need people to remember, yes, I planned it, but I didn't commit the act. Yeah, you fucking did. You committed the one that took your life, and allegedly, in my opinion. And allegedly, in my opinion, I think Nick is where he belongs because, he's responsible for the decisions he made, even though he, in my opinion, was mentally manipulated, I mean, technically anyone can manipulate him into murdering anybody, right? He should be in a mental hospital getting the treatment and help that he needs.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt a glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat.